What if I told you? The greatest warriors, scientists, and revolutionaries in history weren't just forgotten. They were deliberately erased. Let me show you the proof. James Armistead Lafayette was a slave who became a double agent in the American Revolution. He helped win the war, then had to beg for freedom. He saved a country that still saw him as property. Tulsa's Black Wall Street was thriving, until white mobs burned it to ash in 1921. Planes dropped bombs. Hundreds died. Success wasn't the crime. Black success was. Garrett Morgan invented the gas mask, and the modern traffic light. But when white firefighters refused to wear his gear, he wore it himself, and ran into the fire. They called him the Black Mozart, Joseph Bologna. He was a composer, conductor, and fencing champ who led Paris orchestras before Beethoven. Some say Beethoven learned from him. At just 15 years old, Barbara Johns led a student strike that helped end school segregation. Her courage became part of Brown versus Board of Education. But her name? Still missing from most textbooks. Edward Dwight was set to be America's first black astronaut, until NASA suddenly cut him. No reason. He never made it to space, but he sculpted history on Earth. Long before Galileo, Ahmed Baba of Timbuktu was writing books on astronomy. Africa had libraries, universities, and scholars. But they erased the books, and told us we had none. While Florence Nightingale became a legend, Mary Seacole was forgotten. She built her own battlefield clinic with her own money. Soldiers called her Mother Seacole. But history left her behind. Dred Scott sued for his freedom in 1857. But the Supreme Court ruled he had no rights a white man was bound to respect. That case shook the nation, and helped ignite the Civil War. Pharaoh Pi, a Nubian king, conquered Egypt in the 8th century BC. He ruled with power and pride. His tomb isn't in Egypt, but in Sudan. Because real African kings don't fit the story they told. They weren't forgotten. They were erased. But we're bringing them back, one truth at a time. Subscribe, like, share, follow for more untold Black history.